Hi there folks, today I would like to show you the Instapot Aura Pro 8-quart multi-cooker. Even though this is by the Instapot brand, this is another multi-cooker that is not a pressure cooker, and it has several functions we will go over in a few minutes. And one of the things that makes this multi-cooker unique to several others that are on the market is that instead of having a non-stick interior, this one has a stainless steel finish inside the pot. So we'll take a closer look at the lid and the pot. You have your glass lid with a very substantial handle. It goes all the way across the top. And the pot is the interior of the pot has a stainless steel layer, and the outside of the pot is coated with the ceramic coating. I read that the exterior of the pot is coated with the ceramic coating to help with even heating, but your interior is the layer of stainless steel. We'll move the camera now and we can go over the functions of this multi-cooker. Okay, here is the control panel for the cooking functions on this multi-cooker. One of the things that's not listed specifically, like on a button, a dedicated button, is the ability to turn off the sounds. And so how you do that is over here on the time, you just, if you want to turn the sounds off, which is what we're going to do now, you're just going to hold down the minus, and you see the little X came on next to the speaker, and that tells you now that the sounds are off. So on the control panel, the first feature you have is your sear and saute, and that is your stovetop cooking. You would think of that as if you were using a pan or pot on top of a regular stove. One thing I really like about on this cooker is that it has a programmable range of temperatures. So instead of just high or low, you can actually choose the setting that you'd like. From 250 to 425 degrees. You can program it for up to 1 hour of cooking. And when stovetop is complete, it will just turn off. It will not go to keep warm. As you can see that the cooker has started and the little pot is animated to show you that it is cooking. The next button is your slow cook, and that is slow cook low and slow cook high. One button for both choices. It just flips between the two. You can set the time that you want on this for up to 24 hours. And when slow cooking is complete, it will go to keep warm. On the stew, the way this button works is you can choose your desired temperature from a range of 175 to 210 degrees for up to 4 hours. But what it does when it first starts, it's going to bring your food up to boiling for at least 10 minutes. After the boiling is complete, it will go to the temperature and the time that you have selected, and when the stew cycle is complete, it will go to keep warm. The roast is similar to the stew. It has its own little program. When you turn the roast on, you can choose your temperature from the range of 250 to 425 degrees, and you can program it for up to 4 hours. And it is going to actually heat the cooker up to 425 degrees initially for about 10 minutes, and then it will go to the time and the temp that you have designated for your roasting. And when the roast function is over, it will go to the keep warm. The next button is rice, and that is probably my favorite function on this cooker. So we have a rice cooker, a small one, just to make a small amount of rice, which you can do in this cooker. So if you don't have a rice maker, that's an option. But the reason I love it is because I like to make casseroles with rice baked in. So when everything is up to the point where I'm just ready to add the rice and the liquid, I just change it over to rice. And it's an automatic setting. You don't have anything to do with the time or the temperature, and it will cook the rice through, and when it's done it will go to keep warm. And your multi-grain button works the same way. It's automatic and you don't need to set anything, and when it's done it will go to keep warm. The bake is like an oven, and you've got your temperature range on bake from 250 to 425 degrees, and you can set your time for up to 4 hours, and this will not go to keep warm when it's done cooking. It's just going to be off. The steam is great if you want to steam some vegetables, shrimp, fish, something like that. When you set steam, it is going to allow you to set it for up to 2 hours, and when it's over it will go to keep warm. The Sous-Vide, if that's something that you're really interested in, this is one of the few multi-cookers that has that right now, and you can set your Sous-Vide from up to 72 hours, and the temperature range is 104 to 194 degrees Fahrenheit. And the yogurt button here, this is an automatic program. I don't use it, so I can't really tell you much about it, except that you can set it up to 24 hours. And the other button on here that is just great is this delay start. So if you're going to cook something but you really don't want it to start for a few hours or whatever, you go ahead and program in your choice. So let's just say we want slow cook low for 9.5 hours, but I don't want it to start right away. So you just go ahead and put delay start, and then how long you would like to delay your start. And the way we have it set now is in 3 hours the slow cook program will begin, and when the slow cook is over it will go to keep warm. And you can see here that the little countdown timer for the delay start has just kicked in. So that's how that works. A few more notes about this cooker. It is an 8-quart capacity, but the instructions do indicate that they don't recommend that you fill it more than 3/4 full, so effectively that is 6 quarts. Also, this is the rack that comes with this cooker. As you can see, it has the individual sections for the sous vide if you just fold up these tines. And then you have your sous vide rack where you can place your packets in between. And if you fold them back down, you have the rack for roasting and baking. So you've got your tall legs or short legs, so you can flip it over this way or this way, and that one gets you to the bottom of the pot, to the closest of the cooking surface for faster cooking. I will be doing a more in-depth review of this cooker in a follow-up video. You can subscribe if you would like to get notifications when I publish new videos. I hope you found this information helpful. Thank you so much for stopping in and for watching.